Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I will be doing my second episode in my Create This Book 2 series. So if you haven't seen my first episode, the link will be down in the description box if you guys want to check it out. So pretty much I'm making my way through this book by doing a couple of prompts every video on camera and kind of showing you my interpretation of each of the prompts in this book. So let's get started. So I probably should have done this page last episode, but that's okay. I kind of didn't realize that it was there. So it's pretty much create a fresh start, make a beginning date, and then my goals for the book. So I got out some Crayola super tips in these cute little colors, and I was kind of going off of that little flower design in the top left-hand corner of the book. I thought it was really cute, and I hadn't really done many doodles like that in my previous Create This Book 1, so I thought it was the perfect opportunity for that. So I am just kind of mixing and matching the various colors on the page all around. And because I don't really know when I started this book, because I didn't mark it down, I just ended up writing January 2021 on this calligraphy pen. And then for the part that says my goals for this book, I kind of screwed that up. I obviously don't read the instructions that well, so I ended up writing some of the things that or more like my intentions for this book or why I'm choosing to do this book. So ignore that, but I kind of realized that on the last item for my goals for this book. So that's why they're kind of odd goals. But yeah, I'm using this calligraphy marker. This is a Tombow one. And then I'm just making these little flowers on the side as little bullet points. And that is the finished page. It's pretty simple. It didn't take me a lot of time, but it needed to be done, and I'm glad that I realized it on the second episode and not later on. So hopefully there's no other pages that I need to do right away. Alright, so the next page says create a pastel page. So I started by sketching out this design, and then I'm using this very light pink Crayola super tip to go over all of the lines on there. Usually I like to outline my stuff in black fine liners, but because I wanted to keep this page very pastel, I thought this would be a good marker to use. So I have this ice cream cone with some clouds coming out of it, a milk carton, this little makeup palette, pretty much anything that I feel would look nice in pastel colors. I got a lot of inspo off of Pinterest for this. So I have this cute little cell phone, a drink, some stars, just kind of filled up the entire page. I had a lot of fun drawing this because most of these things are things that I don't often draw. So it was fun to experiment with different drawing styles. In this top corner of the page, I have this grocery bag with different candy things flying out of it, I guess, onto the entire page, which was fun to draw. So I also have this cute little rainbow, a pencil, bows, stars, really anything I could think of. So here is what the final little outline looks like. And then because I hate pencil crayons with a passion, I opted for crayons for this page, and I am very glad that I did that. So I chose a bunch of different pastel colored crayons. So I have some blue, pink, peach, and yellow, and green, I guess. So I just lightly shaded in most of the different items in here, and I think it turned out really well. I think if I had chosen to use markers per se, it would have been too dark, and it really wasn't what I was going for here. So the crayons worked out perfectly. For for the final page, the prompt says create a continuous line, or actually just create a line, but I am going to be using a pipe cleaner for my continuous line for this. But before that, I started by sketching out this like continuous line portrait drawing, and then I'm using some Crayola super tips and also Tombow markers to kind of make these abstract blobs behind the portrait. And then I got out these sparkly pipe cleaners. I decided to use silver for this, and I'm using my hot glue gun and kind of just manipulating the pipe cleaner on the line. Originally I had done a way more intricate design, and I'm very glad that I decided to not do that, because this was already challenging in some parts, especially by the eye, to make it actually look like a portrait, and I find that it kind of was a bit of a fail. It doesn't look completely like what I was going for, especially this like ear and earring portion and her eye over here, but that's alright, I tried. And I also feel like the blob on top of her head kind of didn't really work out. It's really big and it doesn't really match or suit the line drawing, but that's alright. So once that was done, I decided that the background needed some more stuff in it. So I did these little doodles of some like butterflies, florals, and flowers. I'm outlining these in a fine liner, and then before that I did these little blobs behind them similar to the face. So I started by outlining them with a fine liner, and then later on I used a even finer pen to just add some more details, like in the flowers and the butterflies and the leaves and stuff like that. And that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which page I completed was your favorite. I would love to chat in the comments. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.